Welcome back to the pod, everybody. Another one with guest Elton Castee.
It's Castee.
We go over the pronunciation of his name in the pod.
Cast.
Huge moment for me. Still big for Brandon, but for me, it's been a dream come true of mine for years. One, to have my own podcast, and two, to have enough listeners to get sponsored. And this episode is brought to you by Casper Mattresses. We did it.
Is that it?
We're professionals now.
Oh, is that all it takes?
Well, we just got to mention them quickly up top. Casper is a mattress company with mattresses that can be shipped to you in a small little box. It's pretty impressive. I've seen it. I've seen the unboxing, and I was quite impressed.
How exquisite of an unboxing video.
So our listeners can get $50 off select mattresses if you go to casper.com/dad and use our promo code DAD. DAD when ordering your mattress or pillow or dog bed. They sell dog beds too. So boom, we're now professional podcasters. If you want to watch us on YouTube, Brandon is strangely holding a cane to the side of my face. So if you want to check that out,
exclusive content,
go to youtube.com/I'm sorry dad. We don't have any songs this week. Brandon is now rubbing my forehead with the cane. We don't have any songs submitted this week because you guys didn't submit any, so thanks. But if you want to submit a jingle to the pod, do that at imsorrydadpod@gmail.com. Brandon is now stroking my hair with a cane, which is something I've never said before. And now it's in my mouth now, so get that on YouTube. Yes, our guest, Elton Castee. No. Castee. Everyone thinks it's Castee. I thought it was Castee.
Castaway.
But I think it's Castaway.
Yeah, with Tom Hanks.
Elton is a former Viner, now popular YouTuber. He's got a
YouTube sensation, more like
YouTube sensation. His YouTube channel, TFIL, which stands for The Fuck It List. Very popular, very good content. So check out Elton on youtube.com/Elton Castee.
Yes.
Or youtube.com/TFIL.
Yes.
It's really good stuff.
Yes.
So if you don't know him, check it out.
Yes.
And on this episode, we talk about Elton. We talk about his YouTube channel, the
Yes.
crazy adventures he goes on.
Yeah.
He's got some, we talk about near-death experiences.
Yes.
We talk about what we were like in high school.
Yes.
And we talk about my night sweats.
Yes.
Apparently, maybe I'm dying.
Yes.
And only Casper mattresses can help.
Yes.
No, but for real, I get night sweats, and one of Casper's things is they help prevent that.
Yes.
Yes. That's it.
Yes.
Thank you for rating and reviewing the podcast. You guys keep on doing it, and that helps us go up in the chats.
Yes.
Tell a friend.
Yes.
Follow us everywhere. Rydoon, Brandon, BJ Calvio, and we love you guys.
Yes.
Enjoy this episode.
Yes.
With YouTuber, comedian, Dead Viner, Elton Castee.
Yes.
Give me relief, squash all beef. Don't let these arguments destroy us. I sing, give me relief, squash all beef. Don't let these arguments destroy us. Yeah, give me relief, squash all beef. Don't let these arguments destroy us. I sing, give me relief, squash all beef. Don't let these arguments destroy us. What up, Sidadex?
And we're here with Elton Castee.
Hi.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Get that mic in your mouth.
In my mouth, like
Yeah.
just right here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Castee. What's up,
Is
dude?
it? I always thought it was Castee.
No, it's Castee.
Oh.
Oh, Castee.
Castee. Elton
Castee.
Castee.
What is that? Is
Castee,
that Dutch?
Castee. No, it's my actual last name
Hungarian.
is Castellero.
Is what?
My actual last name is Castellero, but my mom knew no one would ever be able to say it or spell it, so she just gave me a completely different last name.
That no one can say
She
still.
yeah, exactly. Better than the original choice.
Castillo. So you're Italian.
Castellero.
Castellero. Mexican.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Right in the middle.
It's
right
pretty-
in the middle of those two choices.
Yeah, well, to me, it's just a pure white guy. It's all the same, bro, you know?
Oh, a bunch of crackers running loose. That's what I say.
Talking about racism, y'all. Elton, welcome to the pod.
Talking about racism.
Welcome to the podcast.
1 minute in, already on racism.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, all right.
We've been trying to
So,
get...
Alton, what's your least favorite race?
Okay, then. First YouTube video, too.
Yeah, that's funny. Elton, we've been trying to get you in the pod for a little while,
Yeah.
but you're a busy guy.
You guys have canceled on me.
What?
You guys have canceled on me.
No, we did actually.
That's
We've
true.
canceled
You
on
guys have canceled
twice.
on me a couple times.
It's true. It's true. But you're a busy guy with all your shit going on. You're like running 30 businesses, it seems.
Lots of shit. Yeah.
Get that mic in your mouth, cuz.
Yeah, okay. Lots of shit. Just
Lots of
lots of
shit.
shit, dude. Yeah.
So what do you do? I know you got the YouTube channel. What does that stand for? TFIL.
It stands for the Fuck It List.
Oh,
So it's 1,000 things we want to do before we die.
oh, nice.
I thought it was 1,000 things you want to fuck before you die.
That's the other one that goes on RedTube.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
Whole different channel that we're starting next year.
I'll subscribe.
Okay. Appreciate it. We'll have a Patreon up for that one as well.
Yeah.
And who's who's on your channel? This one is Jay. Walker?
TFIL?
Yes.
So it's like an ensemble that's always rotating. So for a while it was like Sam and Colby and Corey and Jay Walker, Todd, Scott, Heath. We've had Zane. We've had a lot of different people on it. But right now the two core people are myself and Heath.
Oh, nice.
So we're the two core people, and then we bring two people with us every time we go do a trip.
Sweet.
So the last one we had like 80 Fitz, who's my roommate, and then Corbin, who's like a free running guy.
Corbin.
Corbin Reinhardt.
Gotcha,
He's a
okay.
professional parkour athlete.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Nice.
So
And
yeah.
you guys just what? You like go to like exotic places?
I mean, we went to Australia last, which isn't that exotic, but a lot of things did try and kill us.
Yeah.
3 emergency room visits.
Oh.
2 severe injuries, and we left
Whoa.
2 weeks early.
Holy. that
What the fuck?
Coming, that ate you alive and spit you out, or whatever the fuck the saying is. But kicked your ass. Never mind what I just said.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is kicked your ass, kind of.
Yeah. It hurt everyone on the trip but me. I was the only one that came out unscathed.
What happened to everybody?
So we went scuba diving, and one guy, I won't say who, one guy got borderline compression sickness. He didn't equalize properly. It scrambles your brain, makes you really uncomprehensive to almost everything.
Yeah.
And no balance, you can't hear very well. Then 3 days later, same guy got stung by a lethal jellyfish. The kind he got stung by kills you in 15 minutes.
Holy shit.
But there's different species of it, and he got one of the lesser ones. So we had emergency room visit then, and then 4 hours later, he got like another like batch of symptoms. Had another emergency room visit for 6 hours.
Did any of this involve you peeing on him?
No,
Bummer.
no, because I mean it was like literally inside of his toe, so that would have
Yeah.
been a very accurate pissing to just get it right in that little
Yeah.
gap.
Dude, that would have combined 2 fetishes in one: feet and pee.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be jellyfish.
The fuck it list, dude. That's on my fuck it list. Yeah, feet and jellyfish.
Feet and jellyfish.
So so 2 deaths or 2 almost deaths.
But from the same thing though.
Yeah.
So like yeah, and then
Okay.
but 3 hospital visits and then 2 really bad injuries.
What were the injuries?
One was whitewater rafting. He got bucked out of the raft, and his knee hit a gnarly rock, and just the thing just swelled up, massive.
And you don't want to say who it was?
Oh, that was Heath.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah, that one was Heath, and then the other one was wakeboarding, and he got his arm yanked out. Not all the way, but like enough to bruise the entire socket.
Fuck.
And that was all within a 72-hour span. Everything I just told you.
My God. And then you left after that?
And then we left 6 days later because the trip kept getting worse beyond that.
Really?
And then finally we just called it. We're just like, it's not our time. Australia wants us out of here.
Yeah.
We're done.
It's not in the cards. Let's rewind. Where did you fly? I'm guessing you flew into Sydney?
We flew into Melbourne and then right up to Cairns.
Okay.
So we started kind of in like the New York City and then
Yeah.
making our way down to like Miami. That would be like the comparison.
All right, cool.
Down the coast. And we didn't make it to Miami. We got like to Pennsylvania and went home. That was our journey.
Jesus. So what was your itinerary? Just doing crazy stuff? What was on the fuck it list? this
That
trip?
one was there's a place where you can go bungee jumping and you can go nude. And you can also ride a bike off the bungee, like you're attached to a bike and do stuff.
Cool.
So that was like right off the plane, 2 hours off. Then obviously Great Barrier Reef. So we did scuba
Nice.
diving, Great Barrier Reef. There was a sunken ship there that we were never able to do because of weather. They said if we would have done it, it would have like just ripped us into the boat and probably knocked us out and killed us.
Cool.
So they're like, we're not going to let you do that. Whitewater rafting, lots of kangaroos, lots of koalas, like
Sweet.
nature stuff. And that was
Nice.
kind of the extent of it. And then we ended up going home.
Did you hold a koala? I heard
Yeah,
that's cool.
We did. A lot of them have chlamydia.
Oh.
You're not supposed to like don't touch a wild one because one they'll attack you and then also give you chlamydia.
Cool.
Koalas.
Sounds like my Friday night.
I was gonna say, like, I had sex with the koala last night, and now I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So you get chlamydia what? Just from their hands?
Yeah, like they're really, really contagious. Like just like overtly contagious, like their saliva and everything.
Why are they so aggressive?
They hate you. They hate humans.
Do they?
Is this wait? What kind of animal?
Koala.
Koala bears.
They will attack you.
Really?
They're really mean. Really mean. Like
That's not the image that the mainstream public has painted of
No,
koalas.
like the ones you see in zoos that are just like sleeping all day and eating eucalyptus. The ones in wild will aggressively attack you.
Damn, are they fast?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
like 10 miles an hour.
But they'll like scratch you and bite you. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, they'll scratch you. Yeah, and the kangaroos will really fuck you up.
Yeah, I've seen.
Kangaroos are like they're massive, 250 pounds.
Yeah, it's scary.
And do they just put on their gloves and then just like come at you?
They don't need
Yeah.
gloves, dude.
They don't use
will
boxing
just
gloves?
Literally jump and just kick you in the face.
Oh.
I've seen cars get destroyed by them. Like kangaroo, perfectly fine, hops away, just a massive dent in the center of a car.
Yikes.
It's
Oh my god.
they're, yeah, they're huge.
They they lean back on their tail and then like kick you, right?
Yeah.
What's that type of kick?
Like a
300 kick.
yeah,
Spartan kick.
a Spartan kick. Yeah,
Spartan kick. They Spartan kick cars.
Yeah,
And koala bears hate you.
the koala bears hate you,
And they
then
give you chlamydia.
and they have a thing called the cassowary.
Yeah.
which is like a dinosaur bird. It straight up looks like it has a raptor foot with one massive claw that's like 9 inches long, and they will just run at you like 30 miles an hour.
This is a koala?
No, it's called the cassowary. It's like a bird. Like think of like an ostrich mixed with a raptor,
Okay.
and they're just out there. You just drive and you see them,
Yeah.
and they will destroy you.
Man.
Only one person's died per year from them, but like 150 people get attacked by them.
Damn.
So-
did you see any spiders?
Yes,
I hate
they have
spiders.
huntsmans, which are like bigger than your hand,
God.
and they'll like jump like 5 feet and slash you.
Okay. Oh, fuck that.
There's lots of really scary animals there.
Yeah, I'm terrified of spiders. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Now
Yeah,
someone's
you should
gonna
look up a
mail me a
huntsman
spider.
when you have a chance.
A huntsman?
and that'll yes,
Big ass brown thing or something.
yeah, it's like black and brown. Gets up to like 10 inches long, like the body of it, not even including the legs. Yeah,
So,
They're not can't.
so like, why don't you like a nice book to read? Maybe put that on your fucking list. You know, like read a nice book. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I never read James Joyce.
Well, I mean, like Hold a Koala was that nice read a book on our list.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Until we found out later.
Found out that it hates
We
you.
were like, oh, this would be like kind of cute to do.
How
and then
cute
we
and
found
nice.
out they'll give us an STD and kill you.
God.
Why do they all have chlamydia?
I don't know. The STD runs rampant in their species, I guess.
And is it an STD for them? Like, do they get it sexually, or is just they just get it?
I would assume so.
Well,
I mean, how else do you
Koala
transfer
orgies.
your saliva?
shut up, Ralph. Ralph keeps meowing.
Sorry, that's our producer, our cat Ralph, who's meowing.
At a wall?
She wants to go outside.
Well, then let her outside.
Final letter outside. I hate this kid. All right, Brandon,
Sorry, I'm just trying to. What?
Can you carry the show?
Yeah, I'll carry the show on the way on my shoulders. Yeah, get up and go fucking take care of your stupid cat. Maybe don't have your cat out in the fucking living room, you dumb fuck.
Shut the fuck up, Brandon.
Why don't you eat my ass?
Again?
Yeah,
Thanks, I do comedy.
he does comedy. Anyways. Now Rye is taking Ralph and putting her outside. Oh,
Wait,
Rye, you don't have to take off your pants.
Out of curiosity, could she have made it up there by herself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
No, dude. She's
She would
a
have kept.
strong, independent woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
She would have kept meowing though.
Got it.
Where else have you gone? You went to. You made a video from the suicide forest, but you didn't act like an asshole, right?
No, and we knew we weren't going to act like an asshole ahead of time. We literally had an hour-long discussion in our hotel room before doing that video. We made it very clear, like the chances of you seeing a dead body are 1 in 3. Like statistically,
Yeah.
there's like 120 people known commit suicide there per year. It's 365 days in a year. Figure your odds are 1 in 3.
Yeah.
So like we knew ahead of time, like most likely, probably gonna see something, and we just knew ahead of time, like if we come across that, we're not going to show it. We're not going to get anywhere near it. As soon as we get first glimpse, we're out. We're gonna notify the authorities and be done. And that's actually what happened.
Oh, really? You saw?
We saw there's something about like 100, 150 feet back because we kept following the trail and kept like we did all the research ahead of time. And if you see like a backpack, okay. If you see like candy, food, okay. You see a tent, okay. You see everything you needed to see was down the trail. and then we got to the tent, and then sure enough, we could shine our flashlights a little bit back, and we saw someone.
Hanging?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then that was it. That
Why
was
didn't
it.
you get up close to it and go, yo?
I don't know, because I didn't shop at Disney beforehand to wear a cool little hat. Maybe if I had that hat, I would have had enough courage. No, I don't know.
So yeah, man. I mean, I think I saw like a tweet from either you or Jay that was like, "We just went to the suicide forest. Bad idea, man."
Yeah, that was probably Jay.
It's Jay probably.
That was probably
Was he like
Jay.
really like shook by it? Was he really like?
Yeah,
shaken
Jay,
up?
it definitely was registering with Jay harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
Because he just feels things harder like that than anyone else I know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really, really bothering him the whole time.
Really?
So, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he really didn't want to be in there, but I told him before we went on the trip, I was like, look, we're going to be within an hour. I can't not do the video.
And you were like, dude, I don't care about you. I need views.
Basically. I mean, we all were like, we're an hour away. We all do want to go in there. Like,
Yeah.
we had watched
I mean-
the Vice documentary on it, and
Oh, I didn't know that there was a Vice documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would go.
yeah.
I would go. I would just like, but at the same time, it's like when you go in there, you're kind of expecting that, aren't you? I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, it's an expectation.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going
Riding a
in there-
line.
Yeah, you're not going in there to hope to find a koala. Like you're
Yeah.
going in there knowing that there's a high risk of,
Yeah.
that's kind of the reason why you go in there.
Crazy. I'm going to close this window. Sorry, guys. Brandon, hold the show.
Oh yeah, I'll hold the show on
Okay.
the weight of my shoulders. So, Elton.
Yes. Yep.
When's the last time you got fingered? Huh?
I've never actually had a finger inside me.
Even for a prostate
no.
exam?
No, nope, never. The only time I've had a finger inside me when like you yawn, and then my girlfriend likes to try and jam her whole hand in my mouth every time I yawn. That's the closest she's ever gotten to having a finger in me.
That's funny.
And I guess when I pick my nose.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Those are the only fingers.
Well, in that case, I have fingers inside me every day. It's my own. It's my nose.
He fingers himself every day.
Yeah.
Technically, every man fingers himself every day.
Sometimes you finger, you dig around a little bit. Sometimes you even eat what you finger.
I never have. Never in my
You've never
life.
eaten a booger?
Swear to
Not
God.
even as a kid.
Swear to God.
Never once.
No. Not, I mean.
Have you ever eaten any of your bodily fluids?
No.
Any of them?
What does that mean? What the fuck?
You've never had like a cut and like licked
Never
your
like,
blood?
drank your own cum.
Yeah. I mean, that was what I was gonna lead to. Yeah. But like, you never like tasted anything that you've ever?
Yeah, I've licked some wounds.
Okay.
You licked a wound.
That's not a metaphor. Literally, like if cut
Yeah,
your
you
finger.
get a cut and you suck the blood, right? That's
Yeah,
a bodily fluid.
Yep, that counts.
Why would okay?
I once
You've
had
never
a.
done that?
I once.
Maybe I have. I think I did it. No, I did it. I know what blood tastes like, but it's because like I had stuff
Someone
in
else's?
my mouth. What?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say someone else's.
Yeah. I know what blood tastes like because I robbed a fucking hospital. No, but I know what it tastes like because I've gotten like a bloody tooth and shit. So I know what blood tastes like. But like I've never just been like, ooh, look, a cut. It's never been my first go-to. You fucking weirdo.
I once back to fingering. I once had it. I was
Stand up transition.
I was making sweet passionate love to a girl, and she tried to put her finger up my butt. Mm-hmm. And I just like pushed it away. She tried again. Just kept on guiding her hand away from my asshole.
Yeah.
So thankfully I didn't have to be like, please don't put your finger in my butt.
Yeah.
She got the hint. But she
Okay.
kept on trying. I was like, I don't want this.
Please stop.
I heard it feels good though. The male prostate gland is in your asshole, which I don't understand prostate glands either. It just makes you jizz if you touch it.
It milks you.
It milks you.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Can give
don't
you a good
know.
old fashioned milking.
Or the male G spots in the asshole. I don't know.
Is
Yeah.
that the same thing? The G spot and the prostate? Are they the same thing?
Milking the prostate is well, it's kind of it's the same thing. I
it?
think yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen fucking what's it called? Road Trip?
Yeah.
The movie Road Trip?
Yeah.
There's a scene where the guy gets milked in a prostate. This is the whole scene is he goes into a sperm bank and they don't have I don't know, for some reason she's like, we will do it the other way. I don't know if she's German or not. And she fingers his asshole.
TFIL.
You had a prostate exam in Germany?
Yeah. Have Colby do it.
Have
Yeah.
Colby. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, the rest of the Japan. I've been to Japan once. Had a miserable time only because I had mono, a sinus infection, and just jet lag. I didn't know I had those things.
Did you go right after prom?
Right? You would think so. I got mono when I was like 32. I don't know. I was a whore in those days. I wasn't kissing teens, but somebody gave me mono. And I went to Japan with Vine. Vine flew out like
Oh, you went to that trip.
yeah, it was me,
Nice.
Scotty Sire, Gabby, Gabby show, and I was just miserable. I was like, guys, I have a sinus infection. And then I was exhausted, found out I had mono afterwards.
Nice.
So, I mean, I had a bad time. It was good to be there, but how was
that
your
trip?
trip?
Wasn't that great anyway.
It wasn't.
That's what I heard from the people who didn't have mono. They said it wasn't that great. So
It was way too. I felt like I was in high school. Like it was like be back at the bus by 4. Remember, Scotty and I just went to go drink some whiskey. We got there at 4, and the head of it was like, "Where have you been?" It was like, "It's 4. You said be back at 4." I was like, "Am I in fucking high school?" Arguing with the teacher.
Yeah.
What? You said 4. It's 4.
I'm gonna call your parents. Yeah, I didn't. I never went to any of those Vine
Oh, you know what's funny?
trips.
On that trip, Scotty Sire bought some like authentic Japanese anime comic books.
Okay.
He was sifting through it, and one of the stories in the anime book was super inappropriate. It was about like molesting kids, which I think is a thing in those books there. But it was just really funny to see Scotty just being like, oh. She's like, should I take this? Can I bring this on the flight?
Yeah. What is this? Is this considered child porn? I mean, it is.
Is it if it's animated?
I think.
Because they're not real children.
Well, they're not, but I mean, it's the implication.
But is
Yeah.
that so? If you were here caught with illustrations of children having sex, could you go to jail in the United States?
I don't know. I don't know. And I just had a thought like, this is our first sponsored podcast. Maybe I shouldn't have told that story.
But now I want to know.
Speaking of child porn. Yeah, maybe let's get out of these waters, huh?
But let's rewind before Japan. Let's start with, where were you born?
Florida? Not that interesting. Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale. Nice. That's
Yeah.
where they used to like film Nickelodeon stuff, right? I don't fucking know.
I didn't know that.
Trying to relate to you.
Okay, yeah. With the
Obscure
place
reference.
I was born at that I clearly remember everything about.
Yeah, when'd you move to OC?
Orange County. I moved there in middle school.
Okay. So you were in Florida until then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you like Florida?
No, I
No.
hated it.
Really?
Absolutely hated it.
Why?
Especially being under 18. 100% hated it.
Why?
Because everything there, to do there in Florida is clubs, bars, etc. So if you're not doing that, then all your friends in high school are still trying to do that.
Yeah.
So everyone's just spending their time trying to buy drugs and get drunk because they're just preparing for the club life.
Yeah.
That's all Florida is, really.
They're pre-gaming.
Yeah.
I hate clubs.
Yeah, they literally spend their high school pre-gaming
Yeah.
for club life.
And you don't drink or do anything, right?
No, never have.
You never have?
Nope.
What's the reason for that?
Not too sure.
Yeah.
The reason being, like, growing up is just I never saw the point of it. I grew up around people who were drinking and doing drugs, and I just hated it. And then I kind of just got to a point where it was like, well, I'm 22 and I still haven't, so why not?
Might as well keep going.
Yeah.
She never had a drink before?
Nope.
Never had-
Cigarettes, weed, nothing.
Do you have any curiosity to try it, see what it's like?
Yeah, we've been pondering about this idea called Breaking Edge, where
Called
basically
breaking your sobriety.
yeah, no, it's worse than that. So it's this idea I've been talking to Heath about for like 3 or maybe 4 years now, because I've never been to Europe. Well, I have been for 2 days now. I've never been to Europe, never drank. So I thought, how funny would it be if I went to Europe and I had a different friend in 10 different places in in a certain country, and every bar I got to, I had to have a drink of their choice with them for the first time ever. And then we just have like a drunken parade of me trying to make our way through Europe.
Oh, like a pub crawl.
Yes, but like drinking for my first time ever.
Yeah.
And then like every friend, they choose what drink I have to have with them, no matter what it is, and just
I'd watch that.
it'd be super interesting, and just it would probably go a shit show, and I'd probably try and fight people. Everyone thinks I'd be like a dick drunk.
Really?
Everyone thinks I'd be just a fucking asshole drunk or the nicest person ever. It's one way or the other.
You're an intense guy. Am I right? You intense?
Sometimes.
Are you intense?
I mean, it depends.
That's a weird question to
No,
ask.
I
huh?
get what he's
Are you
saying.
intense?
I get what he's saying.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, no, I do. Because you see me do stand-up, my stand-up's very angry.
yeah.
It's very, very aggressive. There's a lot of yelling and moshing.
I like it though. And we got into an argument once on text.
About what? I don't remember this.
No, you don't?
No.
It was like we had done one live show together, and I had signed with the management company that owns a lot of clubs.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I hated you for a very long time.
You did?
Uh-huh. Because I got forwarded the emails that you were sending
To where?
to Levity Live.
Saying what?
Levity basically told me that you tried undercutting me from Popular Now Live and taking the tour over without me.
No.
So I hated you for like a full year because of like that's what they corresponded to me.
What? They told you that?
Yeah, because at Levity, Popular Now Live was Casey James, Jordan Burt, Manon Matthews, Jason Nash, you, and me. Mm-hmm. And then I was trying to turn it into a tour with Levity going to 28 different cities, and we were finally making progress. And then all of a sudden they stopped responding to me, and then I saw the announcement that you signed with Levity, and then I finally reached out and I was like, "Yo, like what the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're doing the whole tour with Rydoon now. Do you not know?"
What?
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, Rydoon's been corresponding with us for like the past 2 weeks to do the tour without you." And I was just like, "Fuck you, Rydoon." And then I didn't talk to you for like a whole year.
That wasn't that tour. They would just said like, "Hey, you're signed with us. Do you want to do live shows?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, me and Nicholas McGallis. That'd be fun."
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. That's what they corresponded to me.
They worded that incorrectly.
Yeah.
I was so shocked when you were so mad at me. I was like, "What's happening here?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Don't take this fucking tour from me." I was like, "I'm not."
Yeah, because that's what they were telling me. They were telling me that you were like just taking me out of it. It was just like you and your team.
No. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were told that.
You didn't know about any of this, huh?
I don't know what's
You and I have
happening.
gotten into it once before too.
That's
Really?
what I've been thinking of. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It was about the permit thing, right?
But wait, hold on.
Wasn't that it?
No.
Oh, wasn't that it?
No, that was something that our whole house was mad about. No, we got into something over.
When did we get into something?
It was a State Farm Vine.
Did we?
Yes.
Really?
Because I thought you like.
Was it a tweet or was it a?
No, it was.
you
We
commented?
both made like a State Farm Vine, and I was like, "Thanks for giving me credit." Like a.
Oh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah. Like I was like some like, "Oh, that was my original fucking idea."
Yeah.
I was like a little asshole Viner kid.
Did you? I don't remember that at all. Did you comment on like my thing and then say that?
Yeah, I think I commented on it, and then I think we might have had each other's phone number or something like that. And it was like it was a text exchange.
I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
this now. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. You were very upset. And I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was like, oh, I stole an idea. I was like so scared.
Did you?
No, I didn't steal it.
we just had
the similar
we
idea.
just had a similar idea.
Yeah.
Like just straight up, it's not the hardest thing.
No,
to
in my
work
head
on.
though, I was like, I stole an idea and I didn't even know it. And like at the time, it was just like fuck. But the time I was thinking of more was the permit situation.
Yeah.
I was making this is a short film that has not been made, but we were making one back in 2015, and it's about there's a party scene, and I wanted the party scene to take place at Denny at the Denny house,
Yeah,
which
the
is
old
their
house.
old house where all their old vlogs used to be filmed and everything. That's
yeah,
when Scotty, Toddy, you,
and Zane and Heath.
and Zane and Heath lived, and so I wanted to film the party scene there with a bunch of extras and stuff and everybody as well, and but we had like a production crew and we had permits that when you're doing a production in a neighborhood, you have to put the permits on every single door in the neighborhood. And so every person was coming up to, because you guys had already had problems with them, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
your neighbors, because you were like, what you guys do
Yeah.
at that house, which was like, YouTube videos and the dry ass shit and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So they all like came up to Elton. I actually don't know this story. I only know what you told me, which was, "Hey man, take those fucking things down." And I was like, "Oh my god, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And then I called my production guy, and he was like, "Yeah, we have to do that, man. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And I was like, "For every house."
Yeah.
Anyways, what happened?
So we have literally a red line in that lease because they knew ahead of time. Because we had to verify our income, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "How are you all self-employed? This doesn't make sense. How can you afford the house?" And we're like, "Well, we all make YouTube videos."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay." So they literally put a red line in our agreement that says there is no production, like no filming, no commercial, anything being done in our property.
Yeah.
And if any point we do that, they have the right to give us a 3 days notice to terminate the lease. That was like the one condition. And then you went and had every single fucking house in our neighborhood
Yeah.
have a giant sign that says, "Hey, they're filming a production in this house."
yeah.
We're knowing that every one of our neighbors wanted us evicted.
Right.
So at any point they could have sent a picture of that to our landlord
Yeah.
and we would have been gone.
Yeah.
So we had to literally go around to every house and pull them off all the doors before our neighbors saw it.
Yeah.
And like, cause we were all like, "Holy shit, this is how we get evicted." This,
Yeah.
like the most blatant way to be like, "Hey, evict us.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah,
here,
yeah.
look what we're doing."
Here's a sign. Please evict us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
and
one, Brandon.
I had no idea. I was just like, I figured that The whole point of us getting a permit was we could silently film without there being any problems.
Yeah, that's the
but
complete
it was
opposite.
the opposite of what happened. And yeah, so that never got filmed.
Well, because none of us cared. Like, we didn't care that you filmed there.
No,
at
they didn't
all, 'cause,
care
Like,
about
they
that.
wouldn't
It
have
was
known the
just
difference between a short film and a party.
yeah.
But then it's just like, no, it's a film. In case you guys were wondering.
Yeah.
No, they're doing that. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, we were so afraid that like
Yeah.
all of our neighbors, dude, they hated us. Anytime if we had more than like 3 cars in our driveway, they would call our landlord and tell him that like we had too many cars in our. It was unpleasant to look at.
What were the neighbors? Old people?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like if our garbage cans were out for longer than 1 extra day, they would like notify our landlord and be like, "Hey, they haven't brought their garbage cans in."
Wow.
They were doing whatever they could to get rid of us there.
Old people just waiting to die.
People that's their hobby is like
Yeah.
watching the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And our landlord was also an old dude.
Yeah.
He was like a 65-year-old like viola player on a cruise ship.
Nice.
That was him. So not a perfect fit.
I had some neighbors in Boston in college who it was her job to just like try to get us evicted. We'd be playing video games. She'd knock on our doors like, it's too loud. She lived across the street. It's like, we're fucking playing FIFA.
Yeah.
But I'd be so nice. Oh, so sorry. Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll turn it down.
I can't do what you do. I can't do that.
I mean,
I can't fake being like nice to someone.
I was raging.
Yeah.
I was raging inside. Did you see me talk to the landlord that one day?
Here?
I wasn't here for that. I've heard stories, but
Trembling with anger. But anyways, yeah. Sorry about that levity thing. I wasn't at all. That's why I was so surprised you were so mad. I was like, why is he upset about this? I'm just doing
Yeah.
a show with Nicholas.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, the contract was like sent out. Like, it was ready to sign for all 28 shows with Casey Jordan and you, and then maybe kind of man, and it was like unsure at that point.
Right.
And then
And
all of a sudden, it was just.
I was super down for it.
I know. I was stoked to fucking tour as like a stand-up comic. I was
Yeah.
so excited for it.
So it went away because
It went. I don't know like why it went away, but maybe at some point they thought that like you and I were combative. Like they were like, well, it's like literally show 3 and they can't even get along. Like I think that's kind of what happened. I honestly don't know. That's just the email I was sent over from the guy Dan at Levity.
okay, I don't think I know him.
Yeah.
Dan. Whatever.
well, I'm glad we all squashed that beef.
Technically, we
On
never
the
did.
next
He
segment.
didn't even know about it till
Yeah.
now, 3
Yeah.
years later.
No, it's just like Elton's really mad at me.
Yeah.
Elton's furious that I'm doing a show. But yeah, I remember texting Casey James. Was like, "Is Elton like super rageful?" He was like, "No, why?" I don't know. He hates me. Remember that day I was dog walking, getting these angry texts. Like, I don't know. But anyways,
You know, that whole conversation caused me a lot of anxiety. You know what I do after I have anxiety is I like to take a nice nap. You know what I like to sleep in when I have nice naps? Fucking let's do it. Let's get it started.
Brandon, try not to say any curse words.
Absolutely.
See, there was a segue earlier when you were like, "What's your favorite race?" And I could have said white people because they remind me of.
Let's separate that.
That was the easier.
I feel like
segue.
we should wait 2 minutes before we go in.
Sure.
But
Let me tell you a quick story before we do
buffer.
this. Story.
Casper is a great. Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just do it, man.
Guys, listening at home, I hope you can't hear that construction. That just distracted me. But anyways, guys, because you guys have been listening so passionately, we have acquired a sponsor, which this is a dream come true for me. I've been listening to podcasts for years. Podcasts is how I discovered Vine. It's why I got into stand-up. And on every podcast I listen to, a lot of them shout out this sponsor.
Casper.
So now I'm doing it on my own podcast.
Whoa.
It's like, oh my God, I'm Mark Maron.
yeah, just like him.
I'm Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Let him have this.
I'm more like Joe Rogan than Maron.
no, yeah, you're way stronger.
We have
Yeah.
the same
You have
physique.
3 black belts instead of 2.
Right.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Thank
But
you.
you also got the wit and the of Mark Maron. You know,
Yeah.
you got the cool wit and the artistic. You know.
I have the
The stand-up
darkness.
experience.
Yeah.
I have the darkness of Maron, the strength of Rogan.
Yes.
And the 40 plus total years of stand-up experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Joe
and
Rogan,
all
Mark
thanks to
Maron.
Casper. Speaking of Casper,
And you know why I've become so successful and strong? It's because I get my sleep, guys. This episode is brought to you by our first ever sponsor, Casper Mattresses. All right, here we go. Let's try to make this conversational, Brandon.
That's gonna be really hard for you guys.
All right.
Make this conversation.
Here we go. Casper is a sleep brand that makes expertly designed products to help you get your best rest one night at a time. Did you guys know that you spend a third of your life sleeping?
No, I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
had no
is that
clue.
what 8 into 24 is?
Is that what?
Is that what 8 into 24 is? 1/3?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Makes a lot more sense now.
So, with that said, you should sleep comfortably. And guess what? Casper is the most comfortable mattress out there, y'all. It has breathable design that helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night, which is good for me because I get night sweats. Do you guys? It's pretty gross.
No.
I woke up.
No,
I woke up.
definitely
never happens
don't.
to me.
Definitely don't sweat my
It's very
sleep.
embarrassing that you just admitted that. And
That you
nobody
get a
else can relate.
you get a workout sleeping.
It's a very common thing. Yeah, I get dehydrated sleeping. It's a very common thing. Just last night, I woke up twice I was covered in my own sweat, changed my boxers, and I was wearing a shirt because I knew I'd sweat.
Yeah.
Changed
That's not true.
twice.
There's no way you sweat that much in your sleep.
I will wake
That's
up.
a serious problem.
I wake up drenched.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God.
No, this isn't real.
This might be actually a cause of my.
This is definitely this is a serious health problem. If you wake up and you have to change your boxers and shirt because of how much you sweat sleeping when your heart rate should be at its lowest point,
Yeah,
there's no way.
I swear to God. Maybe maybe there might be a biological reason why I get depressed. I gotta get myself tested.
Wait, now we're talking about depression. Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
Is this still part of the ad?
Well, I'm trying. I'll try. I'll do my best.
You said make it conversational. We're getting a
We're getting
conversation.
a conversation in.
I just wonder, like, if I had a Casper, would I still have these sweats? Because they have that sleep control stuff. Like, maybe-
Yeah,
I should
Casper's really good for the night soakers.
yeah, night soakers. Here, Brandon.
Yeah.
read that.
With over
It's all right.
With over 20,000 reviews and an average of 4.8 stars across Casper, Amazon, and Google, Casper is becoming the internet's favorite mattress.
Good job taking the mic away from your mouth at the end of that. Casper also offers a wide array of other products like pillows and sheets to ensure an overall better sleep experience. It's delivered right to your door in a small, how do they do that size box with free shipping and returns in the US and Canada. So all y'all listening, all y'all college kids about to move out of the dorms into an apartment, get a Casper. It comes in like a little tiny box. I saw it. Matt Cutchell has a Casper. And I saw the box, and I wanted to be a part of the unboxing because I heard it like you open the box and it just like unfolds like magic.
They have dog beds too.
They do?
Whoa. If you have a dog too, college kids.
They do. It's like $100 for a dog bed.
Oh my God, I'm going to get a dog bed for Ralph. She's the size of a small dog. Actually bigger.
Probably, yeah.
So Casper also has a 100-night risk-free sleep on it trial. So you can order this mattress, have a fun unboxing experience, and sleep on it for 100 nights to decide if you want it or not. So I'd get a Casper, sweat on it for 100 nights in a row, and be like, it's not for me. And then I'll just send back a wet sponge to them. Let's see.
Ew.
Your first and last sponsored post.
Go to Casper.com/dad. Use our promo code DAD, DAD, and get $50 off select mattresses. You got that? Use our promo code DAD, get $50 off. Why do we want you to do that? Because we want you to save money, and also we want to prove to Casper that y'all is passionate fans, y'all. We want to prove that you'll follow through. But seriously, guys, do us a favor, order a Casper.
Please. Please.
I think I covered everything.
Yeah.
Covered more than everything.
I do need to say that when entering the promo code DAD, getting your $50 off, terms and conditions do apply. I think we covered it, dude.
Nice, man. All right, we got through it, guys.
Nice.
We got through it. First ever ad.
So yeah, I'll just say Casper.com/dad, promo code DAD, get $50 off. But more so, it helps Brandon and I keep a roof over our heads.
I'm so hungry.
I'm so sleepy.
Yeah,
right.
so let's get back to the health issue at hand. What the fuck?
I
I don't think marathon runners sweat as much as you do when you're you're supposed to be your most dormant heart rate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's extremely common, but
No, I've never heard
There's two other people in this room that are saying no, so already.
So at least 1 out of 3 people, which is not, it's actually pretty common. But What I'm saying is you're a freak and you should be ashamed.
It's been happening for years, and so I've been going to a talk therapist lately.
Okay.
Get depressed.
A talk therapist, as opposed to like a sign language one or a writing one, or
Music.
your
get a
one where you
musical
just do
therapist.
telepathy the entire time and you just stare at each other and communicate.
Sing.
A singing therapist.
So, Rye, how are you feeling? Sing therapy. And then I'll be like, I want to die.
Oh,
Sounds like most songs on Top 40.
But yeah, I gotta
I
get
just
it.
want to die. God.
I just want to be alive.
Oh my God. Song gives me AIDS. Anyways,
Wow.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
I gotta get a physical.
We're done with the ad, okay? It's fine.
So I gotta get a physical to see if there's any like health reasons why that could be causing depression.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been like tired for years, more tired than normal. I think I might be dying.
I mean, yeah, you're going to naturally do that.
Yeah. Oh, I am dying.
Yeah.
We're all dying.
Do you go to the gym still at all?
No.
I've seen you there, like,
I mean, have you seen him?
Do you go to that same gym?
the one across the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You go to
No,
LA
I have-
Fitness?
Uh-huh. Or I go to the little one a little bit further down.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that one right there.
I haven't been in a while, and I think my testosterone. I got to start lifting again.
Your testosterone's low.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's another reason why I'm so sad. Because I'm like in my 30s now. Testosterone's
Are you
gonna
in
start to
your
dip.
30s?
I'll be 34.
Wait,
next
no, that
week.
makes sense. Yeah, because
You'll be 34?
Yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
I know it sucks.
I mean, I'll be 24 this year. Fuck.
We're a generation apart.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you guys are a decade apart?
Most people think I'm like 27. Ever since I was 27, people think I'm 27. Well, I guess no, I was 27. No.
No one thinks you're 27. Everyone thinks you're about 40. Yeah.
No. People are surprised, or they tell me you're 33? Wow, you look so young. It's like, no, I just live the lifestyle of a college kid.
People think I'm 30, so...
What do you think
Really?
the lifestyle of a college kid is? Because you definitely don't live that.
No, I know. I chose the wrong words.
I've never seen you do a keg stand or crush a beer in your forehead or jump out of a window into a mattress.
I mean, just like, look at this apartment. It's like, there's nothing on the wall here. It looks
Right,
like-
college kids would have posters on the wall at least. So you are
You're
less,
not... Yeah, that example has proven that you're less...
less than a college kid. Yeah.
And it's funny, I got, like, instead of having a Ghostbusters poster, I got Ghostbusters artwork in a frame. Instead of an Ace Ventura poster, Ace Ventura painting. So I'm like adult version of a child. And that's me. But anyways, enough about me dying. Let's talk about Elton.
Elton dying?
Elton dying. Yeah.
Anyways.
If you could die, if you had a choice of how you died, how would you go?
As in, like, I have to choose. Like, I'm saying I have to die tomorrow. How do I want to do it? Or if I'm saying if there were to be something that would inevitably kill me, what would it be?
I like both. Let's start with if you had a choice, dying tomorrow.
If I had a choice, die tomorrow, I'd be skydiving.
Cool.
Because that's instant. Like, that's just
Yeah.
completely instant. Like, if I have to, much rather that than anything.
I have heard, this is just from one comedian, Andrew Santino told me that when people jump off buildings, they have a heart attack before the impact, and they die. So that might result in a heart attack, which won't be a good time.
Interesting.
I need to look that up, see if it's real.
Well,
No, I
I mean, yeah, all I know is that, like, people from Golden Gate, when they hit the water, it's like concrete and it's instant.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're falling from so high.
But
So
I wonder if they die before that from shock.
No,
or
I
something.
can't
No,
imagine
they-
that because
they-
I've bungee jumped before, and bungee jump
Yeah.
basically gives you the simulation of you're going to splat.
Yeah.
And you don't feel your heart cease.
No,
And even heart attacks take like 45 seconds before they
yeah,
actually do damage.
he must be wrong. Maybe he meant like they black out from shock or something.
yeah, no, you do. Well, because it's the wind is hitting you so hard, I think, and it's just like I think you'll pass out just from that alone.
I don't think
Won't
so.
you?
Because no skydiving, you hit free fall, which is you jump from a building, you may not even hit free fall.
What's free fall?
Free fall is like terminal velocity.
Okay.
And terminal velocity, you normally need 180 feet for a human to achieve free fall.
Damn.
So like that's a pretty high. I mean, I guess if you're jumping from 20 stories, then you'll hit free fall.
And then how would you die? Or how do you think? What was the second one? How
The
do you
second
think
one
you're
is
gonna
like
die?
if I had to die tomorrow, but it wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
Probably like fighting off an animal.
Yeah, that would be
Just
cool.
so it's a dope story. I mean, I don't want to be like hit by a train or hit by a car or
Sure.
like fall in a ditch.
Sure.
Have you guys ever almost died?
Oh, I have. I've almost drowned.
I almost drowned too.
Yeah, I got like 10 seconds away probably.
What's your story?
We were doing something called riverboarding, which is like whitewater rafting, but on boogie boards. And there was this giant thing called a man-eater. Literally, that's the name of it. And it was like, hey, it's 8 feet wide. There's a 2-foot gap in the middle. Do not go in the middle, otherwise it sucks you under and you're not going to get out. I perfectly went right into the 2-foot gap, and it just sucked me under for like 45 seconds.
Whoa.
And then finally, it just spit me out. I just got lucky.
Holy shit.
So,
Damn, mine was a more slow drown. I was wakeboarding my hometown.
My brother was holding me underwater.
I could see
my
his
brother.
eyes.
Yeah, my dad was holding me under the bathtub. I was 3. No, I was wakeboarding my hometown in October. Very cold water, using my dad's boat, which I didn't have permission to go on because we have a weird relationship. And it ran out of gas in the middle of the
So many
harbor.
little nuggets of concern. Nuggets of concern in every story you tell.
I sweat at night. I have a weird relationship with my dad. I almost died.
Wait, yeah, how
Yeah,
did
we-
you almost die wakeboarding?
The boat ran out of gas. How did what?
Yeah, no, what you're explaining.
The boat ran out of gas in the middle of Mattapoisett Harbor in Mattapoisett, Massachusetts, and I just dropped anchor, and I was like, all right, I'm going to swim to shore, go to the gas station, and load up some, tanks of gas, bring it back to the boat yard. And I just dove right in. I had like a wetsuit, so I was like, I'm good. I'll just swim to shore, no problem. Granted, I have asthma, like sports and cold-induced asthma. So I started swimming, started having an asthma attack, and I was like halfway to shore, and I was like, I might die. So then it was just like, had to really focus, like, keep going, doing a breaststroke, barely breathing. Then thankfully I touched the bottom of the shore, and I didn't die. Would have been a way better story if I died.
It would have been really sad.
But I was like, yeah, that was a moment where I was like, I almost died, pretty much. So that's my story.
Jesus Christ.
But
I think I had a story like that, sort of, but it's not. I was in no danger. Well, I was in danger, but I wasn't. So I was on. Do you remember that night that Steve Harvey fucked up the Miss America thing?
Yes.
That was in Vegas, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's in Vegas. I was there that night. I was on the Vegas Strip, and we were walking, me and my brother and his fiance and everything, and we stop. We're literally going towards all the hotels, and we stop because there are these kiosks, and one of the guys is like, "Hey, buy a vape because it's cheap," and he ended up fucking scamming us or whatever. But we were at this vape place for about 30 minutes, and when we walk a little bit further, we see like 30 cop cars, and we're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And we asked people, and they're like, "Well, a person drove their car through a crowd on the Vegas Strip and killed like 10 people." No one knows about this because it happened the same night of the Steve Harvey thing. So no one knows about it.
what's the Steve Harvey thing?
The Steve Harvey thing was just, it's like a meme. It's like he said like he fucked up the Miss America thing. Like he said one contestant and then it was the wrong contestant. He's like, "I've made a mistake," or some shit. And that was literally, while that was happening, 10 people died on the Vegas Strip, and no one knows about that. And but we calculated it, like, if we didn't stop and that guy didn't haggle us, then we would have probably died. Because we were headed in that direction, and it happened 5 minutes like after we were like stopped. So if we just kept walking, we would have been very close to being hit by a fucking car.
Man.
That's the most bizarre story I've ever heard.
I know.
There are so many levels
Of weird.
of just yeah.
And like, why did Steve Harvey's story, why was that more important than...
Yeah.
No, well, because no one. It was shocking to me because I remember I walked into the hotel where the ceremony was being held, and people were like, "Steve Harvey just fucked up" or some shit. People were saying that in the hotel, and so it happened literally right when 10 people died. So Steve Harvey killed those people is what I'm trying to say. No.
And someone was listening on the radio and you fucked it up.
Yeah, and he just
took one turn.
Yeah, but really, it was terrible because there was some fucking crazy woman who was drunk and she drove. I think it was intentional too. I don't think it was like, it was like
You should tell that story next time, but premise it with, if you can guess how this is going to end, you'll win $1. and start with Steve Harvey, and no one will ever know how that story is going to end.
That's funny. Steve Harvey must have to do with 10 deaths.
Like, I never ever saw. I was like, how the hell is Steve Harvey and Miss America relevant to how you almost died?
Yeah.
I'm just tracking this story. Like,
Yeah.
the nothing here is, and then a vape, and then he got scammed, and I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
just like, who? What?
Yeah. And then 10 people died.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because of Steve Harvey.
It's all Steve Harvey's fault. But basically, what I was trying to say was that, given if we hadn't have been swindled by that swindler, we would have probably either been very close
Yeah.
or been those 10 people, because it was like right there where we were supposed to keep walking. We didn't want to fucking stop. I was the person that was like, no, I don't want to fucking stop. And
Yeah.
they're like, no, it's true. So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, life's weird. It's like Final Destination, and Steve Harvey's involved.
I have more questions for our guest.
Go ahead. I mean,
know
we're
more-
at 50 minutes, though.
Yeah, right. We're at 47 minutes.
47 minutes.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 3 half brothers, but I never met them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What does that mean? You're.
My dad has 3 sons, and I've never met them.
Where are they?
I think they're in Jersey. They're in the tri-state area.
Ooh, have they at all tried to hit you up because
No.
you're popular?
No.
That's cool.
They might follow me. I have no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't talk to your dad?
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But it's not his sons.
Correct.
Any
Because
reason?
he had that with obviously a different woman. And I've never met her either.
Oh, all right.
So yeah.
Are they divorced? I'm prying.
No, they're still married.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been married for a while.
TFIL, meet your brothers.
Yeah. My 3 half brothers, which makes 1.5 brothers. So
Count it. So you grew up in, first Fort Lauderdale. When did your parents divorce?
they never got married.
Never got married.
Yep. Never got married.
Okay. So you grew up just with your mom.
Yep. With my mom, and I would see my dad like probably once every 6 months or so.
Oh, wow. Okay. Where was he? Jersey at the time?
Yeah. Jersey,
all right.
worked in Manhattan. And I lived in Connecticut and Florida and California. So I just bounced around a little bit.
Connecticut. That's near me in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was in Shelton, Connecticut.
So then you moved to the OC with your mom's elementary school. Is that where you met? Did you know Casey James before Vine?
No, I met Casey James my second time moving back to Orange County. So I did technically know him before Vine because we used to play kickball.
Okay.
Well, we used to have a kickball game in Orange County, and that's how I met Kenny, Casey, Waleed, Chris Dallo, all those people.
Oh, yeah.
We'd play kickball together. And then Casey came by one day and asked me to record a Vine for him.
Nice.
And then I just kept tapping the screen, didn't know I had to hold it.
Oh.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
The good old days before you could edit. And
So what were you like in high school? Like if you were to stereotype yourself, what were you? Athlete?
no.
Popular?
No. I should just bring up a picture. I was in a lot of metal bands.
Okay.
So I was like with the kid wearing like the black T-shirts with like death metal logos on it with like super long, like 2 foot long black hair. And
Oh, yeah?
And I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Oh, so you were a suspect.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus
If
Christ.
anything went wrong, they assumed it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
actually style my hair, wear my hair, so it would cover my eyes because I didn't want people to be able to see me.
Wow. Damn. So you were
Shit.
kind of like were you troubled or that was just your,
Probably, like kind of in
Yeah.
the middle. I was probably like, I wasn't like
right.
clinically depressed, but I wasn't super happy.
Right.
You know, I was just kind of like I was an introvert, a very extreme introvert. That like went out of my way to be introverted instead of just naturally doing it.
Yeah.
So
Now were you the badass kid, the scary badass kid who quietly got like straight A's? I picture you getting good grades.
yeah, I had really good grades. I had good grades except for the classes that I didn't want to have them in.
Yeah, like what?
Like if I didn't care about English, like I literally didn't care about reading, so I got like D's and C's in those. But
Yeah.
like math, I would have A's.
Oh yeah, opposite of me.
Really?
Well, I tried hard and everything, but like I suck at math. I'm good at English. So, did you have any friends? Did you have a friend?
Yeah, no, I had
Core group?
friends. Like
Oh,
all the
alright,
people
cool.
like in the music world, because like the Connecticut, Boston area has like a really diehard music scene in like the hardcore punk metal, that whole world. So I was in that community of just like people playing in bands and going to see shows and stuff like that.
Cool.
That was my community. I wasn't involved with any like the stereotypical like stuff you see in movies with like the jocks and the cheerleaders.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
I wasn't involved with any of those. I was
Alright.
in an archetype of like a group that you never ever see or know exists.
Gotcha.
Like 20 people.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I always kind of like was fascinated by the badasses in high school. I was just quiet and sad, preppy too.
You had I didn't have any badasses in my high school at all.
We had like troubled kids and like bullies.
And bullies?
You had bullies, really?
Bullies. I didn't personally, but just like assholes with bad parents who would just like punch weak kids.
I didn't have any of that.
No?
I don't.
Mitch.
Unless I'm completely oblivious, I never had a single actual bully in my high school.
Oh wow, good for you.
Well, I mean,
OC.
OC, right? So OC.
I didn't go to high school in Orange County.
Oh, okay,
I
gotcha,
did
yeah.
for like 5 months.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But like OC kids are like, they're just a bunch of stoners, and then they'll like fight. Like I remember we used to go to this park called Gilman Park, and kids used to meet there to fight each other. But there was no single like violent bully that would just pick on kids.
It was mutual.
It was like a mutual, like you just, if you had a problem, you squared it out at Gilman, and then you would just people did heroin. That's really all
I
there
forgot
was.
we're both like you lived in Orange County too.
Yeah, I live in Orange County. Well, I lived, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Orange County kids are like, there's not really bullies. This is what Orange County kids are like in high school. This is what I gathered was popular kids. They were popular, but they were like not like fucking nerd, but they had underlying deep-seated racism that I didn't. Yeah.
Towards what?
It was
Towards who?
crazy.
Yeah, I
to
know
me.
about that. Okay.
Yeah, that to me was crazy. I was like, holy shit.
Toward who?
Yeah, I'm just anyone.
Anyone.
I mean,
Any other-
there was only like one black kid at my school, and it was toward the black kid or toward Mexican kids or Asians. Like it was just, I didn't realize.
Okay, so it's white people being racist towards anyone else.
Yeah, basically. Okay. I mean, there wasn't. Yeah, it was just mainly at my school. It was all white kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's just what I noticed. But there's no. But that wasn't like we're gonna fucking pick on a black kid. It was just like if a black kid walked by, you know what I mean? Like it was quiet, deep seated racism for pop kids. But that's nowadays. I don't know if that's what you experienced. It's probably not.
Me?
I'm talking to you, Rye.
Yeah, because you're a
Oh,
decade.
Because you're fucking old shit.
My town, there wasn't a lot of like deep seated racism.
No, I'm talking about like a high school, like popular kids or like bullies.
We had the typical cliques, the jocks, the band geeks.
You had the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Yeah, jocks, band geeks, troublemakers. I guess it'd be called freaks and geeks. There's the freaks, geeks, jocks, yada yada. Is that you breathing so loud? I don't know. But my town was like boring and normal, very very white, but no one was like super racist. We only had like 3 black kids in our school, but we were racist in that to like the black kids, like, hey, you should hang out with the other black kid, right?
Yeah, God.
Can I touch your hair? I never did this, but like a lot of like, can I touch your hair?
You were get out racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
Okay.
I would vote for Obama again.
Yeah.
And this was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mattapoisett, Massachusetts. I went to ORR High School, the Bulldogs. It was all right. I was depressed. I was going through some family shit back then. So I was a cliche sad kid who smiled a lot, pretending to be happy. Yeah.
That's what stand-up is.
Yeah.
Being very sad and pretending to be happy.
Speaking of stand-up, you should get back into stand-up. You would sell out. You don't want to?
It's one of those things where I'm not going to get back into that world unless I'm telling myself I'm
100%.
going in.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not going to do it as a fucking hobby.
Right.
Because that's the reason why I stopped, because I started treating it like a hobby. I started treating it as like, here's a thing I'll do once a month or twice a month. And I hated it because I would see all these people that were working their fucking ass off to get the spots that I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I hated it. So like that's the thing. If I'm gonna do it, I want to know that like I'm gonna put in the work and actually pursue it and try and be better at it. I don't want to just like take a spot on like your show just because kids will come see me because they know me from you. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather
yeah.
go to the working stand-ups.
Grow it
Right.
organically as its own thing,
Yeah.
as opposed to bringing in an audience from a different thing into this new thing.
Which would help. Like
Sure.
bringing in the audience for sure helps. It's
Yeah.
a stepping stone that every comic is. That's what they're working. They're working for the audience. But I don't want to just only do it because I can bring an audience.
That's why I stopped doing my live levity show. I only did like a few after us. It's because it was all like kids coming to the shows, and I had to just design it for them. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just do Vine stuff. And I was like, I don't feel good about what I'm doing on stage.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't proud of it. I was like, this isn't good comedy, but I'm bumping comedians for doing the show. But anyways, if you have, I think you should I don't know.
I've thought about it a couple times,
Yeah.
but maybe toward the end of this year when I'm back home, because I'm going to be traveling for like the next 5 out of 6 months.
That'd be dope, dude. If you need an opener or a host, I'm your boy.
Should be the opposite. If you need an opener and a host, you shouldn't be opening for me or hosting for me. It's literally the opposite.
I only say that because you could sell more tickets than me.
The fuck cares?
right,
the
fine.
fuck cares? I don't care.
Then
if
can I just put your name on a bill
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
and will you retweet it?
Yeah. Might show up. Might be in the audience.
That'd be good. All right, well, I want to have you back because I want to know more about your personal life and stuff. But thanks for doing the pod.
Yeah, no problem.
Where can people find you? YouTube.com/.
My name or TFIL.
Cool.
Both of them. There's two of them.
What are any big TFIL plans in the near future?
Yeah, but I can't actually say what it is for another 3 days.
Gotcha.
Actually, like contractually can't say what it is.
Cool.
Until the 10th.
We're gonna take machetes into the koala bear forest. Take machetes in and defend ourselves against the flying koalas with chlamydia and syphilis. Anyways,
Well, thanks again for doing it. I'm glad we squashed some beef that already faded away.
yeah,
But
we should change the name of this podcast to Squashing Beef with
Squash-
Right.
Yeah.
Squash.
Does that happen with someone else?
Jason.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wait,
Jason,
no.
yeah.
Okay, I want to know. How do you piss off Jason? That's a hard thing to do.
No, he hurt my feelings.
Oh, okay.
He hurt his feelings and
I was gonna say you got to be real asshole to
Yeah.
piss off Jason.
Yeah.
We were talking about getting an apartment together. Then he got a house with Scott and Todd, and I was like, "What happened to me?"
and you literally said on the podcast, and that hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
He said that hurt my feelings on the podcast.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's
great.
one way. That's one way to really shock somebody.
Is that just on loop somewhere?
Oh,
Just like
God.
like an
That hurt
audible
my
meme. Just just an audible meme you could just send to someone.
That hurt my
That hurt my
feelings.
feelings. Yeah, that's my new thing. Honesty, and just be like, that hurts my feelings. You hurt me. Anyways, I gotta just mention Casper one more time at the end. Thank you again to Casper. Dream come true. Just be a sponsor by you guys. Please send me a free mattress, maybe, and so I can stop sweating because I think I might be dying.
I think you got to take some medication for that. I don't think Casper's going to help. I think you got to go get some serious medical treatment.
Right? I'm turning into a woman or something. I'm having hot
Menopause.
flashes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, where are you going with that one?
So yeah, guys, go to Casper.com/dad and use our promo code DAD for $50 off your mattress or pillow or dog bed. Just want to make sure that URL is right.
You should save on to that code till Father's Day, because then you could utilize that code, Dad, during Father's Day, and everyone will think, the Casper will think that you're bringing in
When's Father's Day?
like June something.
June. That's too far away. Guys, buy Casper today. All right, that's it.
That's it.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Say it.
I'm sorry, Dad.